Hello, hello. Um, I'm midway. I'm midway putting a face mask on, and it's a lot more than I anticipated. It's a collagen kind of one. I have a feeling it's made from jellyfish. Someone told me that. I don't know if it's true. I actually think it is true. It feels like it's made of jellyfish. Let's put it like that. Oh my God. Hang on a minute. I don't even know which way's the right way. Oh my God. I feel like Jason Myers. It's gross and it's jelly. Oh my God. That was intense. Look at this. Look at it. Oh my God. All right, let's put the bottom on. So, look at this nose part. I don't like that part. Go away. It's sliding down my face. Ew. This is worse than, I can't handle touching raw meat and stuff like that. And that's what this feels like. But I do like Jason Myers. All right, let's put the bottom bit on. This diagnosis has given me permission for the first time in 5 years to go, I'm fucking sick and I can't work and I can't keep carrying on the way I have. Oh my God, hang on, there you go. Because there's something bloody wrong with me and it's really bad. And so I'm gonna do this for the first time. Permission just to fucking be sick. I'm eating jellyfish. What the fuck? You know what? I don't know if you're allowed to swear on YouTube. I know that this is ridiculous. I know that you can't in the comments or they get deleted. Oh man, this is insane. This just doesn't work. All right, just gonna stick the jellyfish to the jellyfish. Sorry, jellyfish. It's retinol because I'm old, and apparently it's good for my skin. And do you know what the funny thing is? I'm not a makeup wearing person at all. But when I got really sick, and I looked really sick, and people would just look at me like, and they would ask me, are you okay? Because I just looked so bad. And so what I started to do was wear makeup. Like, oh man, this is going to drive me insane. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this bottom part. I might have to cut off the top lip part. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to do some surgery because I don't like that part. It's going to make me look like a pig, isn't it? There you go. And I want you to do this part. Ew. I can't tell you how this feels. It's like slime. Ugh. My scissors can't even cut slime. By the time I get this on, it's going to be time to take it off. And I'll be fine with that. All right, now I'm getting angry at it. Damn you, dead jellyfish. Let's try this way. No, let's just ditch the bottom. That's just ridiculous. I swear a lot. Like, I swear more than anyone I know, and I always have. When I was in like year 7, it was made a thing at school. If I swore, I had to put it in a swear jar. and that didn't work. And then it was, you've got to not, every time you swear, my friend would hit me, like fully beat me up. And the thing is, swear words do nothing to me, and my vocabulary, it's just the way it is. It is not complete without all of the swear words. And I remember my daughter, oh my God, I've got the goodest daughter. I do not deserve the goodest daughter. I was certainly not the goodest daughter. She never swears. She would never swear. And every second word out of my mouth is fuck. It just is. And so she will ask me sometimes, or she asked me once, why do you swear? Like, why do you need to swear? And so I was thinking about why I do and trying to explain it to her. I'm like, because sometimes things are just so fucked that you need to use the word fuck. Sometimes ordinary vocabulary just doesn't cut it. And for me, I'm going to be honest, right? My dad, I grew up, as much as I'd love this not to be true, my dad swears bad. He's always sweared bad. And now I swear bad. And I'm not offended by swearing. And I don't care if anybody swears. And I swear to every single person I meet a lot. And I guess what I'm saying is, it's not even voluntary. It just comes out. And so I don't know if that would mean that my video is not allowed. I don't know how they work it. Anyway, I don't care. I apologise if my language offends you. I can't imagine being offended by language. Do you know what? There's also another part of me thinking about why I swear. I came from a real, how would you describe it? Sort of outer eastern bush. It was a bit sort of rough growing up. Like, there was a lot of the football culture and and then so that's how people talked where I grew up, right? And one day I went to a high school reunion. It was the only one we've ever had. And I was talking to one of the guys there, and he goes, "You sound so, like, posh, like you sound," he implied that I sounded posh. And because of the way I speak, and maybe I don't know. Anyway, what I did do was remember that. Do you want to meet my little baby? I'm so handsome. Oh, baby, I know you got into a fight with a cat. Oh, my boy, he got into a fight with a cat and he's really sore. Yeah, I know. Persian hair. He's had, the other cat. Oh my God, you should see how beautiful cats are. Oh, you missed it. He's, something's wrong and he's giving him a sniff and a headbutt. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I noticed after that, I purposefully swore a lot to sound more, less posh when I went back to, the suburbs, my friends in the suburbs. So I think I used it a little bit as a, it's weird, I don't even know how to describe it. I'd been called out for sounding posh and using big words. So I like to intermingle it with fucks and stuff so that I'm not perceived as one or either, I guess. Anyway, I talked 10 minutes about not anything I had intended to say. I met with my heart surgeon and I love him, and he swears just as much as I do. That's why I brought that up. And we got along immediately. And so the plan has changed. Because I'm young, well, compared to his other heart patients, if he does a cowl replacement valve or a mechanical valve, they only last for 10 years and they tend to cause a bunch of other problems in your body and circulatory system in the long run. So what he wants to do with me, and this is a procedure that only 2 surgeons do in Melbourne. It apparently is very technical to do. And it involves taking the valve out of the left side of my heart and replacing the problem valve in the right side of my heart with that. So that's my own valve. It's all going well. It would just heal up together nicely and it would just be on my tissue, which would be a great thing. And it means that it would last longer. What they have to do, though, although the valve they're taking from the left is not as necessary as the one it's replacing, you still need to have a valve there. So what they've done is they've put me on the waiting list. So I'm literally waiting for a donor heart valve to come available for me. And what he said was, it would be ideal. It would mean that the surgery lasts indefinitely, and because I'm young, that is what we want to do. There is one issue, though, with all of that, and it is that he does not know until he literally gets in and cuts me open as to whether or not I'm a candidate for that technical different kind of surgery. So you literally have to go in to the surgery knowing that, 1, you're hopefully getting the Ross procedure. 2, he might not be able to do it. And the reason for that is people with heart defects like mine, they can present in lots of weird little ways. And sometimes the deformity just makes it's not a fit for the surgery that he needs to do. And he does not know until he cuts my heart open. So you've got to choose your plan A, and then you've got to have a backup plan B. Meaning if he gets in there and he goes, "Nah, your aorta's all, I can't make that work," we need to resort to one of the other options. So those other options for me is the heart cowl valve, which would be great and it would help me, but just progressively over time. It's not your own tissue, it's a graft, and they tend to wear out and then need replacing every 10 years or so, which is not the end of the world, I guess. The other option is a mechanical valve, which I'm dead against. I love the idea in theory, but the mechanical valve, it ticks. Like you literally hear it ticking. And to be honest, I think it would drive me insane. I know it would drive my daughter insane. But the other thing is you need to be on warfarin for the rest of your life. And that's that blood thinning stuff that you have to have blood tests every week to make sure you're not, it's just a whole big thing. And I've got bleeding issues. So if I took warfarin, that would be it for me. So I'm on the donor waiting list. I'm hopefully getting the Ross procedure. I know that it my heart may not be suitable for it, in which case I'll get a CalValve and I won't know till I wake up. And he is just the coolest guy. I really liked him. And I felt like I trust him. And he really just said to me that, yeah, this will be life-changing for me. He said, look, I could put a CalValve or a fake valve in you tomorrow. But if you're happy to wait, and it could be 2 days, it could be 2 months for the donor valve, it will just be a much better outcome for you long term. And because I've put up with this now, like I'm just used to living at 0.25% of everything. I've done this for 5 years now. I can do it for a couple of months if necessary to get the right thing. So then I would go in, he does the funky surgery. It's about a week in hospital. You're out of action for a good month, he said. He said afterwards you'll feel like you've been hit by a truck. What do? You've just got to do the things. So I am doing those things. And I see him again next week. And that is for me to tell him what I want my backup plan to be. If he gets in there and he can't do the thing. So I guess I need to prepare myself for that outcome as well. And just be happy if he is able to do it. Anyway, it's just finally getting this diagnosis. It's giving me permission just to go, you know what, I'm sick. I've dragged myself through work. I'm not kidding. Feeling like I can't tell you the state of physical sickness I've worked through for 5 years. It makes me angry to think about. And I did it because you've got to do it. You're a mum and you've got a house and you need food and but there was also the part of me that was just trying to go, I'm better and I can do things and I wasn't better and I did a whole bunch of stuff, like just having a reason for feeling like this has given me permission just to let myself feel like this. And in fact, my cardiologist is like, you can't do anything. I don't want you to do anything. No climbing, no exercise, no pulling, no lifting, no, if you feel dizzy, you sit down. I'm just trying to be okay until I can have this valve replaced. So I went shopping and brought pajamas, heaps of just cozy, comfy home things. And I'm just glad that there's a reason for why I feel this way. A medical fucking reason. And it was this all along, you know, and I've just dragged myself through life. It just makes me really sad for me and quite angry at the system. But as I said, it is what it is, and I'm getting it now, and I love my surgeon, and it's all happening. So I think that's it for now. I think that's been at least 10 minutes. I've been talking, for 19 minutes. All right, let's get it off. I might even fold it up because it's this big chunky jelly thing and put it in the fridge, and maybe I could use it again in a couple of days. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm hanging out. I'm waiting. I'm on a donor list. I'm having surgery. And yeah, I shall keep you all. And by all, I just mean this is just a really good way. It's not what my page was intended to be, but to let everyone know my friends, my family, my extended, everybody, what's going on, without having the conversation with every single person, because I'm just not able to at the moment. It's taken my mojo. Anyway, bye.